Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Today I am talking about Two Bits and Pepper, a straight-to-VHS movie released in 1994, starring Joe Piscopo. For some reason, I remember Daniel Stern being in this, but he's not. But looking at the trailer, it kind of seems Home Alone-esque, so maybe that's why I'm thinking it.
They make a few miscalculations.
I did watch this as a kid. Not really a movie I enjoyed, and I don't remember anything about it. It was one of my sister's movies. She was horse crazy. So I am watching this on VHS, and if I had to guess, I would say that this girl right here is Two Bits, and this girl right here is Pepper, because she's a redhead. So she must be Pepper. Okay, as may be expected, Two Bits and Peppers are actually horses. This guy over here is Two Bits, and that's Pepper. So we start our film with Tyler and Katie, who are our two main characters.
That would have hurt big time. Yeah, you're talking major headache. I say we break for lunch. I say that's a good idea. I'm starving.
They have come home from a ride and seem to be fixing up this old playhouse that's kind of fallen apart. Over a tea party in the clubhouse, Tyler and Katie are discussing riding Two Bits and Pepper into town the next day, but Tyler's parents will not allow her.
Hey, Ty. After school tomorrow, let's ride Two Bits and Pepper to the market. That's where everyone hangs out now, you know.
But Tyler's parents will not allow her.
I'm not allowed to ride across the highway.
And if y'all are having tea parties, I'm gonna say, yeah, you probably shouldn't ride into town alone. I mean, these girls are what, 8? 9? I'm not sure. But Katie is able to talk Tyler into it by saying that Justin's gonna be there.
I've heard Justin's been hanging out there after school.
Tyler promises to talk to her parents, but is not hopeful that they will agree.
I'll ask, but I seriously doubt they're gonna change their minds.
And I don't know why, but this line kind of seems Tommy Wiseau-esque.
You never know. Parents are very unpredictable.
People are very strange these days.
The thing about parents being unpredictable. We are then introduced to the antagonists of the movie, both played by Joe Piscopo. And I've got to say, this movie, with one exception, like, the lighting kind of shifts here. But other than that, I think they do a good job of Joe Piscopo in the two roles. He plays Spider here, who, and this might just be me, but kind of looks like Sinbad. It might just be the earring, but I'm not sure. And he also plays the brother. Now, I'm not 100% on how to pronounce it. It's either Zeke or Zyke. It's spelled Zyke, but I actually don't remember hearing his name pronounced in the movie. This role is kind of... Zeke, Zyke, whatever his name is, kind of... just no. These guys are kidnappers. They kidnap children and then ransom them to parents who are wealthy. And one thing I gotta give them, I love their car. I mean, a Chevy Bel Air? Oh, hell yeah. They're rolling in good style there.
They see me.
After putting Two Bits and Pepper away, Tyler and Katie once again discuss going into town tomorrow.
Oh, and don't forget to ask your mom and dad about riding to the market.
But Tyler is still uncertain that her parents will let her join.
They're not gonna let me ride you into town.
They say goodnight to Two Bits and Pepper, and I've got to say, the girl playing Tyler here seems a little uncomfortable around horses. I mean, maybe I'm just imagining things, but horses don't seem natural to her. But after being put to bed, we discover that Two Bits and Pepper can actually communicate with one another, which I do not remember this. And also, I don't know how they communicate, apparently ESP, because they don't actually have to talk.
Did you hear that?
Did I hear what?
She said she loves me. She said I'm the best pony in the whole world.
She said she loves you because she feels sorry for you.
Tyler discusses going into town tomorrow with her parents, but they both shoot her down, and Dad here...
Carl, you don't have to help Tyler with the answer to that question. She already knows the answer.
I don't know. To me, he's kind of saying like, oh, you know we don't allow you free thoughts, Tyler. Don't even question that. So, obviously, it's a big no from the parents. During the night, Two Bits has a PTSD nightmare about his mother getting hurt. During the night, Two Bits has a PTSD nightmare of his mother getting hit by a drunk driver.
Now stay where I can see you, Two Bits.
Whoa, what was that? Mom, look out!
And I did not remember this either. I don't know. This movie left no impact on me as a kid, except I thought Daniel Stern was in it. And I'm kind of thinking that the horse that plays adult Two Bits also plays his mom. Oh, okay. And before I continue on, how weird is it that the mom called her horse Foal? Yeah, how weird is it that the mom calls her Foal 2 Bits, but the humans also call him 2 Bits? Like, were they able to translate horse at some point? And I gotta say, although 2 Bits is friggin' adorable, I love Shetlands. Although 2 Bits is cute, I actually like Pepper. He's kinda sassy, although wise.
You want to tell me about it? I'm a good listener.
It's just a dream, no big deal.
Yeah. You just keep it all bottled up inside. Let it fester. That's the best thing to do. Yes, sir.
The next day, outside of college school, Zeke and Spider are back outside, stalking. This time, they ask a kid to get into their vehicle, but the kid is smart and goes to tell a parent who gets the license plate.
You want to ride home? No charge. Hey, I got some candy.
Despite getting a clear no from her parents, Katie convinces Tyler to take the horses into town, but instead of going across the highway, they go under the highway. Oh yeah, the parents will definitely see the logic there.
We're not crossing the highway, we're going under the highway. This is a tunnel, or haven't you noticed?
But Mom also is in town and sees the horses there and then sees the girls. But she does not confront the girls at this point.
Young lady, we are going to have a discussion when you get home.
And also, Tyler does not know 3 and 4 make 7.
It's kind of hard to tell a pony's real age, but my dad said he was 3 when I got him. And I've had him almost 4 years. So that makes him about 7.
So I'm gonna have to double down on the whole, yeah, she probably shouldn't have been riding into town. After Katie leaves, Tyler is taking 2 Bits and Pepper back home, and they're racing, and they're talking like Pepper is losing the race, but he's clearly in front.
I got a cramp. I got a cramp.
Oh sure, more excuses, more excuses.
After splitting up with Tyler, Katie comes across the 2 kidnappers.
I'll handle this.
And, well, she outsmarts them.
We're friends of your father. College buddies. Yes. As a matter of fact, your old man and I used to be roommates together.
You went to Harvard?
Yes, Harvard. Harvard.
Well, first of all, butt-faced, my parents couldn't have asked you to find me because they're in Europe for the week. And second of all, my old man didn't go to Harvard, and I seriously doubt you did.
And she also knocks Spider out. But she also really drops the ball by telling them that her parents are out of town. So she outsmarts them, yet is dumb enough to tell them, hey, I'm by myself. Well, okay, she's with her sister, but still, they don't know that. When Tyler gets back home, Mom is there, and that's when things start to get a little heated. And this whole dynamic Tyler and her mom have, I don't know, it feels a little toxic to me. I mean, yes, Tyler shouldn't have ridden into town. That was terrible, but...
You got carrots. Did you get them today?
Where did you and Katie go for your ride?
Just around. You know. Up in the hills mostly.
Don't you dare lie to me, young lady. You girls took 2 Bits and Pepper into town after your father and I specifically told you not to.
You told me I couldn't ride across the highway.
Or into town. You disobeyed us, Tyler.
Just the way that escalates, and of course the whole, I'm your mom, that's the reason why. That's no good. I don't know. But Tyler decides to run away, and Mom agrees, hey, why don't you?
You want to test your wings? Go right ahead.
Fine.
So, you know, totally not toxic right there. I do kind of love this line, though.
And don't forget to pack clean underwear.
This line just makes the scene for me. So, of course, Tyler runs away. And look at this house that Katie lives in. Why do we see them hanging out at Tyler's more often? I mean, sure, Tyler has the horses, but they could bring the horses there, I imagine. Look at all that room.
Yeah, I bet we get at least $250,000.
Of course, the brothers have followed her home. Mom goes looking for Ty, but is unable to because, well, she ran away. And then we go back to Katie's house, where her sister is going on a date and leaving her alone.
Wow, I'm sorry I'm late. You look great.
Thank you.
Of course, Tyler shows up not too long after. Mom calls Katie's house looking for Tyler, but the music is too loud and they cannot hear the phone. But she does not decide to drive to Katie's house. Oh, it was actually Dad that called. They decide to look in the barn, thinking maybe Tyler's there, but no, of course she's not. But, of course, 2 Bits and Pepper do overhear that Tyler is missing.
Did you hear that?
It's all my fault. I shouldn't have taken her into town.
And 2 Bits, being the little escape pony that he is able to get them out, and they go looking for Tyler.
I'll go.
Where do you think we should start looking? Where do you think we should look first? Do you got any ideas? Where do you think we should start?
Spider and Zyke, again, I don't know what his name is, and I have it going as I'm recording this, but it's not loud enough. I can't hear it. Well, I can barely hear it. Turns out that Spider is jealous of Zyke's flatulence.
You're my brother, man. I should be able to do that, too. I can't do...
But while this is going on, the police pull up because the license plate was recorded by that one guy, but they take off and soon steal a new car. Back at the police station, the deputy comes back and finds the picture of the brothers in an FBI's wanted list at the same time that Tyler's parents are coming in. And we actually are not given her parents' names. And it's while here that they put 2 and 2 together and figure, oh crap, there's some kidnappers on the loose, and Tyler is missing. This sheriff kind of breaks protocol for crappy kids movies and actually goes after them.
Alright, let's go! Let's go! Daniel! I want to get a roadblock on 154!
The one thing I've got to give this movie is, with the exception of Tyler and Katie's parents, Katie's because they should know that the elder daughter would scram. With the exception of Katie and Tyler's parents, the adults aren't... Well, okay, and the kidnappers. The adults are actually competent. After stealing a new car, the kidnappers then go to Katie's house, disconnect the phones, and try to invade. But the girls fight back, and, well, the house gets burned down in the meantime. Two Bits and Pepper arrive at Katie's house and sees it burning down, and sister comes home to find the house burning down and calls the cops, who in turn informs Tyler's parents, but they all discover that everybody has escaped. They find 4 tracks of footprints, 2 for the kidnappers, 2 for the girls, and so they ain't dead. The girls have camped out at the playhouse over the night, but it's soon thereafter that the brothers have found them there.
Rise and shine!
And while searching for the girls, Two Bits and Peppers run across these horse poachers who are thrilled to become thousandaires.
About 72 cents a pound for horse meat. I'd say there's about $1,000 trotting right up that canyon down there.
$1,000? Hell, let's get them, boys!
So now we also have to deal with horse poachers. Unfortunately, Two Bits is captured. Back at the clubhouse, the girls have been tied up, and Katie is going on with her smart aleckiness.
He's not gonna kill us. Trust me. He's bluffing.
Two Bits is about to be drove away, but the guy that is driving the truck has become quite inebriated in the meantime, but Pepper comes to save the day. So bye-bye poachers. The girls have untied themselves. And although Katie was on the money about them being more valuable alive, she is kind of put in her place. Oh, I don't like saying that. Her being put in her place. Ugh. Just, ugh.
I'm curious about something. What would you do if both of us took off running in opposite directions? Have you ever thought about that?
Do me a favor. Go for it. Because really, we just need one of you.
But in town, Zeke is able to steal a... What is that, a Suburban? And Tyler tries freaking out Spider by saying that there's a spider in the clubhouse and has him kick the loose board, but I've got to say, why is his nickname Spider? And he also has a tattoo of a spider on his neck, but he's afraid of spiders. That kind of doesn't make sense to me. But while that happens, Katie is able to run free and she is able to flag down a helicopter that is looking for them.
There she is, Kevin. Let's set her down right here.
Come on, you little...
The brothers decide to go ahead and move Tyler, and they have a bit of a change in plans here. So...
What are we gonna do with her? We're taking her to Mexico. I know a guy down there. Give us at least 10 grand for her.
This kids movie has had PTSD nightmares, horses having PTSD nightmares about their mom's death, drunk drivers, a lot of tobacco use, and now human trafficking. That's kind of outrageous, right? Of course, Two Bits and Pepper and the helicopters see them all drive off and are going after them until Two Bits is able to cut them off. Spider is not willing to hit a horse, which I gotta agree, it feels like this is not a true argument for him, but it is. It does make sense that you don't want to hit a horse with a vehicle. That is gonna ruin your vehicle.
If I hit that pony at the speed we're going, I would have completely destroyed the whole front end of the truck. Yeah, and then we would have been stuck out here in the middle of nowhere with no wheels.
But he genuinely does not want to hit Two Bits, it seems. Unfortunately, he loses his footing and accidentally shoots Two Bits.
Oh my God!
It's at this time that the helicopters have closed in. The police are able to capture the brothers as they have caught up at this point, and Two Bits is taken in for emergency surgery. Don't worry, Two Bits makes it, and Pepper finally agrees that Two Bits is the best little pony in the world, and Mom agrees that they do need to let her daughter have some more freedom. And we never see what Katie's parents' reactions to their house burning down is like. I mean, they're all the way in Europe. We don't ever see them, of course. They're all the way in Europe. They're having a vacation. This is before cell phones were a big thing, so who knows if they're really able to stay in contact. So, yeah, they're across the world, and their house burns down. Well, they are none the wiser. But anyways, this has been Two Bits and Pepper. It's a silly little movie. Honestly, it's kind of one of those ones that there were some moments that stood out a lot, but it was kind of a hard movie to talk about. It kind of didn't make any impression in my mind, just like when I was a child, I guess. It was kind of hard to say, find stuff to say sometimes. I apologize that this video might have been all over the place. I usually don't do reviews of things this long. It's The Reefer Madness. I knew that movie like the back of my hand, so that was an easy movie to make or review to make. But this one, not so much. But hey, yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this one, like, comment, subscribe, and take care, everyone. Remember that you are valid. Don't forget to pack clean underwear. Bye-bye. The girl that played Tyler went on to star in yoga videos, and Joe Piscopo has started some conservative radio show. But he's not anywhere near as bad as, say, Chuck Woolery. And of course, Two Bits and Pepper are probably glue.